people ask me why I'm contesting, why I'm putting my name, why am I joining into the fray. Tapi, I think the right question should be, why do we need this election, and why is Anwar standing in Kajang? Now, Anwar is standing because he wants to be Menteri Besar. He wants to be Menteri Besar of Selangor. I think it is this attempt by Anwar, this strategy that devised by his team, is actually very dangerous and it can cause a lot of problems in Selangor. Firstly, why do you want to remove Khalid? I mean, that is something that I think will divide the people. Secondly, Anwar thinks he is going to be Menteri Besar because he wins Kajang. I am saying, even if he wins, he is not going to be Menteri Besar because I don't think PAS will support him. I know so. And I don't think, I'm assuming, of course, that without the support of PAS, why would His Highness change the Menteri Besar? And I am saying also that even if PAS, DAP and PKR decide to oust Khalid by way of a vote of no confidence, which is very unlikely, the fact of the dissolution would also mean there will be a general election in Selangor, because Tuanku may have the right to dissolve the assembly when his government falls. So do you want another election? Does the people of Selangor know what Anwar is doing? So I want to take this opportunity to explain. And I must say this, Anwar's reason for contesting is not credible at all. It doesn't hold scrutiny. First he says he wants to, to be a launching pad for Putrajaya, right? How can Selangor Menteri Besar's position be a launching pad for Putrajaya? Because Selangor is already doing very well. Of all the Pakatan states, it is the richest state. It has a very strong majority. So it is good enough. Putrajaya is a different ball game, you know. It's more likely that Anwar has given up on Putrajaya and now wants to settle for Menteri Besar's post. I mean, that's more likely situation. People don't know that. Also, he says he wants to, you see, economic policies that Anwar wants to put forward, he has not explained actually. Other than on the water privatization project, he seems to be very interested, you know. He said we should have negotiation for the 9 billion that Khalid offered to these 4 companies. But the Rakyat don't know the details. You see, at least Khalid is very transparent. Khalid said, my principle is very clear, I will take over all these companies. The privatization was a bad idea, Rakyat rugi, it causes a lot of huge losses, I'll pay $9 billion, I'll take back. Anwar is not saying that. So Anwar could be paying more. Anwar could privatize water companies again. My question is, do the Rakyat of Selangor know these things? Do they know? Do they know that these water companies wanted 5 billion more than what Khalid offered? So I want to ask Anwar, what's his stand? So let this election be a contest about issues. Let this election be a contest about what's good for Selangor and for the country. It is a contest about leadership. And what kind of leader, what sort of leader do you want to rule this country? And I think this is a good opportunity. And that's why I'm contesting. Yeah. This is a credibility issue, you know. They say that I'm joining this election because UMNO asked me to do it. Some people say, but UMNO paid me 500 million. I also been accused that Khalid put me here as his man. Now the truth is, none of these things, none of them are true. I am just contesting as a concerned citizen of Selangor. I mean, a Rakyat of Selangor, in the sense that I lived here for many, many years. And this is something that will affect Selangor if I do not highlight these issues. And I think it is also an opportunity for people to evaluate Anwar's leadership through leadership qualities and or lack of qualities. So whatever it is, I think this is a good time for me. This Kajang by-election is my decision, as a serious one. It is not my mind. It is not something like people say, you're a plant, somebody asks you to do it, or you want to split votes. I do not do those things. I regard this as an opportunity to explain the important issues involved in this by-election. And like I said, the important thing is for Selangor to be stable. And any new change in the Menteri Besar will cause disruption. Both, although Anwar has never explained this to you or to the Rakyat, it is very clear that PKR has only 14 seats or so, or 13 seats. It's less than PAS and DAP. And therefore, a Menteri Besar has to have the support of everyone. We are not, nobody tells us that Anwar is acceptable to all the Pakatan partners, nobody. We know that PKR says he's acceptable, but PKR is just a quarter of what is required. So I want to bring these issues out. I want to bring the issues of why Anwar's leadership would not be good for Selangor and for the country, because he's not credible as a leader. And of course, they will say the same thing about me. So I want to use the opportunity to talk about these issues. Because central to a prosperous country and central to Malaysia moving forward is the quality of leaders we have. So the quality of leadership and the type of leaders we have are very important. And I think this by-election we can address that issue. Yeah, and I think because particularly he wants to remove Khalid. So it's about leadership also. So let's talk about leadership. Khalid's leadership, Anwar's leadership, my leadership, PM's leadership. We can talk about anything. But let's talk about it. So I also want to highlight this another point that I think, Peter, the consequence of Anwar winning, I think, can be quite dangerous. Anwar winning means the anti-government feeling. He will whip up further he will whip up the Rakyat's feelings. He will oppose everything under the sun. He will cause, I think, a lot of talk about another March to Putrajaya, another street demonstration, maybe another court decision that will be, he will claim that it's fakes again. So that's what it means for an Anwar victory. So people must understand that it is in the interest of the country that he loses. And this is majority reduced. And I want to contribute in that, in the sense that I want to highlight those issues. And it is also important that we have, we change this politics, this debate a bit, especially now, the tension in the country, religious issues, racial issues, And we have extreme positions from both sides. So I want to show that we need a more moderate, more stable leadership required. And I think Selangor has got that, and I think we should keep that. And I think we should also try to reduce politicking. Too much. The Rakyat, I think, is bosan. The Rakyat is worried about the high cost of this. The Rakyat is worried about housing, traffic jam, security. You don't ask the Rakyat to come back to vote for your own agenda, for your personal agenda, for your own scheme. So I think you should oppose this. So the other leaders, if you allow Anwar to get away with this, other politicians will do the same. Okay, we do this, we do this, we do this. You've got to take this by-election seriously. And that's what I want to tell them. Don't make your leaders pull you around and play with you, We have to tell the leaders, we have to pass a message that no, you take this election seriously, take our mandate seriously, and so that no other fellows will do the same. I think that's the message I want to make.